Good afternoon and welcome to Kelly's Cooking on the Cheap. Today I was giving myself a $5 budget, trying to see what I can do. I first went to a local Dollar General market, looked around, walked around. There was really nothing that caught my eye that I haven't done already, so I decided I'm going to Aldi's. And still had a little hard time with inflation and all, but I came up with I am going to do a pasta salad today, and I looked out. I found this marked down to 55 cents, so I picked this up, and as well it has the seasonings in there. I got a cucumber. I'm going to dice it up for a crunch. I got protein of tuna, and I've got cheese to cube up as well. And then I figured to have something to go with it, I'm going to make up some Jiffy corn mix or muffins. I've already got my oven heating for the Jiffy muffins. I've got my water boiling, and it's boiling, so I'm going to go ahead and add in my pasta. And as you can hear, the oven's ready, so I'll do that next. I'll set this over here out of the way. Maybe. My luck, if I were to pop it, it'd go all over the place. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in. Stir it up. And let it cook while I get the muffins going. Alright, so let's leave that to cook. Now the muffins, I'm going to get the muffins ready and add in. If you don't have these, you can always just spray them down or butter down. I've been using these too much. I'm going to have to stock up some more come next month. Okay, got those ready. Now let me make the muffins. And this usually, as you probably know, calls for a little bit of milk and an egg. But I didn't budge it in. And I know most people might have it on hand, but I'm not doing it, so I'm just going to add water. And it calls for a 1/3 cup milk, but what I'm going to do is add a little bit more water just to cover the egg. And just to let you know where I came in at with this, I came in at with the 5 items for $4.64, and that was with tax. Sorry for my arm in the way. And then I'm going to add, and what I've got is a little over 1/3, kind of between 1/3 and 1/2 of water. Let's see if that's enough. And I probably put too many muffin wrappers in. If so, I'll take them out. Let's see, how many does it say anyway? Oh, it says it makes 6. So let me put those out. All right, so it says to fill them up about 2/3 full. It's a little cooler out there, but I feel like it's not much better. I am ready for the 60 degrees. It's one of those you can, whatever you have on hand, if you have extra, you could always throw in a little bit to spruce these up. But I'm just going with what I have bought on hand. Alright, that's good, and I'm going to go put it in. I'm going to put it in for about 18 minutes. Alright, so while that's cooking and the pasta's cooking, I am going to go ahead and get the cheese and the cucumber ready. And I'm going to make a little, what I'm going to do is probably do about half. And then after a while, I'll cut up the other half, and my family will probably work on eating it. So I'm going to do some stripes. And I have already washed it off before we started our little taping. Alright, I got my 3 stripes like I normally like. So I am going to cut it, and I'm going to dice it. I'm not normally a cucumber fan, but I will give it a shot. Figure it'd be a nice little crunch towards the end of the summer. All right. What would be your favorite vegetable to put in? I thought about grabbing some red onion, but they didn't have individuals at Aldi, so I just went with this. All right, there's that. Now on to the cheese. You could put whatever cheese you want. I just grabbed the Colby Jack to help give it some color. And you could put in as much or as little as you would like. And if I don't use this all, I'll just probably leave it on the counter or put it in a baggie and eat on it throughout the week. Try and do it a little bit more bite size. Alright, since that's finished and both are ready to go, I'm going to go check on my pasta. Yeah, I think it's getting close, but probably a couple more minutes. So once it's ready, I'll come back and we'll finish it and put it together.
Yeah.
The pasta just got done, so I drained it and I'm rinsing it in cold water. And the only thing I am going to use out of my pantry is some vegetable oil. I feel like most people will have some kind of oil. And I'm sure you could use any kind you've got, whether it's this vegetable oil, olive oil, avocado oil. And the reason why you run it through cold water is just to cool the cooking, or stop the cooking, I should say. Alright, so I'm going to stop there because I'm going to let it sit in the fridge for a while before serving. Alright, I'm going to set it here while I get the rest of the stuff going. And to do the seasoning, it calls for 3 tablespoons water, which I've already got in my bowl, and 2 oil, which I'm using canola oil. There's 1, 2, and then I'm going to add the seasoning packet. All right, stir it up. Now I'm going to add in my pasta and get that stirred up. Get that out of the way. I'm going to get this stirred up. And the muffins are about done. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and add the tuna. And you could use anything you want or whatever's available to you. You could, I've done pepperoni before. You could do chicken if you don't like tuna. It's up to you. I about lost it. Alright, getting that stirred in. Usually when I fix lunch or dinner, I usually like to try and have some kind of protein, whether it's a veggie or fruit. So, well, with cucumber. Again, like I said, I'm not a big cucumber fan, but I will give it a shot. See how it is. Maybe it'll grow on me. Alright, I'm going to add part cucumber, part cheese, and see if I need to add much more or if it's good. I think this cheese was the most expensive thing I had gotten when I went to shopping. I don't know, Jonathan, what do you think? Add more cucumber? Yeah. All right. One of my favorite guys who loves cucumbers says more. I'll put more. But I'm talking to one who doesn't like cheese, so he'll probably say no cheese, right? Yeah, while he's helping me film, he's snacking on some of the cucumbers. All right, does that look like enough cucumbers? He says yes. I might go ahead and add a couple more cheese as he's shaking his head. All right, so I would say this is good. I'm going to put wrap over it and let it chill for a while before eating, but I will take a bite. Well, and then I'll grab the muffins out. All right, here we go. And here I am going to try cucumber. We'll see if I give a funny face or not. I keep thinking I'm losing my cucumber. Lost my cheese. All right, here we go. Cucumber's really not bad for somebody who didn't like it. I think the tuna helps it out and the cheese, so I can live with it. That tastes good, but let's go check on the muffins. The muffins look good. I lost my, oh, I'm using it. It's one of those days. All right. They feel done. So this is a nice, somewhat healthy lunch. And it should, I would say, probably feed 4 to 6 people, depending on how hungry they are. Well, you have a good day, and if you like what you see, please like and subscribe.